Hello, I'm Coach Steven from RenegadeMentalGolf.com, and in this video tip, what I'd like to share with you guys is a technique from our course with NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Now, you might have heard of NLP back in the 90s. Big head, big cranium guy, Tony Robbins, kind of took the world by storm, helping everybody from housewives to elite athletes, using some of these techniques to help them be more successful in record time. What we've done is taken these techniques, as well as several others, and put them together into our Renegade Mental Golf program. Now, in this clip, we're going to go over anchoring. And you can think of anchoring kind of like classical conditioning. There's a stimulus and there's a response. And what we can do is we can use this to go from a state, an undesirable state, like nervousness, to a state of confidence or calm, or really any positive state you'd like to elicit. If you remember Pavlov and his dogs, he was the researcher who rang a bell and the dogs got hungry and they salivated. We're going to use a very similar technique, but for something much cooler than making dogs hungry. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to, off the golf course, take some time and practice. You're going to get yourself into the mental state that you'd like to be able to have at your disposal on command. So let's say something like confidence. It'd be great to have confidence on the golf course at any moment, right? So what you want to do is visualize a time when you were ultra confident. You want to close your eyes. You want to imagine a time when you were on the golf course that you were confident. If you can't think of one of those, then you can use a time when you were confident in some other area of your life. But a time when you felt super confident, when you can see the things that you were seeing then, you have the feelings, you can smell the smells, whatever the situation was. I want you to really work yourself up into it. Move the way you were moving, stand the way you were standing, and when you get yourself really worked up, when you're peaking in that emotional state, you're going to do something unique. This is going to be your anchor. So to set your anchor, it can be anything you want, but something unique, like maybe snapping your fingers twice, maybe tapping your chest, tugging on your ear if you want. It doesn't really matter, but it should be unique so that it's not something you do all the time, and when you do it, that anchor sets off the trigger and you get the emotional response you want. So, off the course practice. Get yourself all worked up, feeling very confident, set your anchor. Get confident, set your anchor. What you're doing is making the connection between your physical action, the stimulus, and the emotional response that you want to have. Then you want to test it, see how strong it is, so kind of get out of the state of confidence, and then just throughout the day, fire off your anchor and see how you feel. If it's a strong anchor, you're good to go. If it's only moderate, you want to keep practicing, reinforcing it, making it stronger, so that when you're on the golf course, if you're feeling nervous or timid or fearful, you can fire off that anchor and instantly feel confident. Pretty cool. If you like this tip, we've got tons more different techniques and tools in our Renegade Mental Golf product. Check it out at RenegadeMentalGolf.com. Thanks.